everything usually. But it occurred to me with NIL, this could have gone a million different directions. Is there examples of how Caitlin has shared her ability to earn that money with you guys? I mean, I know about the booze cruise and all that, but the yacht. Are there other examples?
I mean, she has given us pairs of shoes, a few times. Is that what you mean? Like have shoes?
Yeah.
She gave us all Bose headphones. She's given us 2 pairs of Dunks now, or 3. She invites us to things that she gets invited to. I mean, she's pretty good about it. All the things that she gets to do, she kind of, I mean, we tag along with her. So.
Yeah, so it's weird because there's never been a player like her, maybe even on the men's side. Does she transcend the game, the gender, everything else, and why?
Oh, for sure. I mean, I think she's a generational player for sure. And I mean, you see all the little kids, even little girls and little boys that come up to her and are wanting her autograph, swarm her after games. I mean, I don't think I've ever really seen that kind of support or like following of a player before in my life. And I've watched a lot of basketball throughout my life. But it's crazy. Like the mail that she gets, everything. Like she gets sent things, letters in the mail. I mean, it's just crazy.
What else besides letters in the mail? Like, people send her stuff to sign?
People send her stuff to sign. Even like our landlord of our apartment the other day was like, I have a couple things for you to sign, and she gets home and it's a whole wagon full of like items for her to sign. It was crazy. And like that stuff happens all the time.
Did she do it?
She did it, yeah. She did it.
That's what I can't believe. Last night, she had the hood on. You guys were going to meet at halftime. And there's a little 7-year-old boy who flew in from Chicago, 3rd grade, and he kind of goes, holds his shirt up, and she darts over to him. I mean, I've seen it a bunch of times where didn't have to do it. Nobody would have minded.
I think that just shows the type of person that she is, but also that's kind of what she tries to preach. She wants to be a role model for people who are watching her. She knows she has a lot of eyes on her, a lot of little kids, and so I think that's the most important thing to her. Like, yes, she's a great basketball player, but she also wants to be an even better person and kind of leave her impact on Iowa fans and fans across the country.
And also, I talked to Coach Jay last night. I mean, it's no secret they've had reels of her, acting out when somebody doesn't catch a pass or something, they've had to talk to her about it. I mean, what's it like to get that stare or reaction from her when she drops a dime on you?
I think just having been playing with her so long, like kind of just like, I just brush it off. Like she's just very competitive, and that's like kind of her fiery passion that she has for the game. And so it's nothing ever personal. It's just like that's just her competitive spirit coming out. So.
And I'm dropping in from outside on this, but all I hear is Final Four. Obviously you guys have to get there and try to win it all.
Yeah.
How do you keep your mind on the prize? You haven't started.
I think we always try to kind of shoot for the stars at the beginning of the season, and we know that the Final Four is always our goal. But I think our team's pretty good at kind of the short-term goals, like trying to win the conference championship or like the Big Ten championship. And so I think that's important during the NCAA tournament. It's just to take it one game at a time. We can't really overlook the 16th seed. We can't overlook the 10th seed. We can't overlook the 3 seed. Like every game's important, and we know we're going to get every team's best shot. So I think it's important just to lock in on every single game.
Thank you.
It seemed like
Caitlin and Kate have obviously started 130 games together, and you kind of think back on that. I know obviously bringing back the starting 5 last year was very cool, but I mean this is kind of how you're ending it with these ladies. But when you hear 130 games, does it feel like that?
It feels like a lot of games, but that is a big number, and that's crazy that I've been with them for so long and got an opportunity to just start together and play in so many games and go through so much together. They're both 2 amazing people that I'll have in my life forever, so I'm grateful for that. But yeah, just thinking about how this is our last NCAA tournament and we're only guaranteed 1 more game, I think that kind of it's sad, but also like bittersweet feeling, and I think it's just going to bring more motivation for us as we take on this run.
How do you feel like you guys balance each other so well?
Yeah, I think I'm more of like the more reserved compared to them, and they're both kind of like fiery, passionate, loud, vocal, and so I think in that way I kind of bring like that calm presence to the court. I mean, if they get at it with each other, I'll kind of just be like, all right, guys, like let's focus on what's important here, like mission focus. Like, so I think I think the three of us balance each other out really well, especially as captains.
It seemed like you kind of.
Just like throughout your career, like similar to them?
I would say similar because my high school team did have 5 young players, but not as fiery or like passionate about the game. So.
It seemed like you kind of turned the corner starting at the Minnesota game. I mean, wait.
Oh my god. Way to go. Just kidding. Just leave it.
What?
Just get it out.
It seemed like you kind of turned the corner starting at the Minnesota game. Just did something change? Do you feel like, or?
Yeah, I think when you get into kind of shooting slumps, you can get like tense and I don't know, lose confidence. But I think I just kept telling myself to play free and just have fun with my teammates, kind of focus on other things other than my shot, and just kind of enjoy this last season that I have with my teammates. And I think that kind of like freed my mind in a way and like just helped me play more loose out there. And I don't know, I think my defense always leads to my offense, and so when I give all my effort up on the defensive end, and that's where my focus is, I think it just makes like me just being free and letting loose on the offensive end.
I know last year when you were